Now you see, with Project Pepto, I wasn't thinking I was gonna have to address this as soon as I'm going to address it, but the fact of the matter is those bags are in the way, so I want to get them cleaned up, get them out of there, and for right now I'm just gonna go with stock suspension.
And now you're watching the RIP to all the New Year's resolutions channel of YouTube. Welcome to BodeVision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. As we leave off, when Fat Boy left with me last time, we got the injectors pulled off, the fuel rail pulled off. So I'm going to take the injectors over to replace, and I'm going to get them flow tested and also cleaned out. Number one, because they're extremely dirty because of the bad gas that was in there. And number two, I need to figure out exactly what kind of injectors they are. So now to get into what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be pulling the bags out just right here. This is going to be pretty simple. There's two on the top, one right there, and then the bottoms are going to come out. The backs are a lot simpler than the front, but that does not mean the fronts are not that simple either, because I got one right here to take the fork out, drop the fork, and then the two up top, and those will be out as well. So let's go ahead and get these pulled out. So man, here's another example on why I kind of advise people to stay away from cars that someone messed with, or just why buying a car that's previously modified is harder to work on than a car that's stock. Every single nut and bolt that I've came across so far is tightened so ridiculously tight. I gotta put all kinds of pressure. It's just beyond what it should be. So beyond the fact of me complaining about how tight these bolts are, here's the bags over here. There's the three, and then the remaining one is right there. So that's pretty good to go. One thing that I always like to do is I'm going to be going to the junkyard and I'm going to be pulling off the suspension. So I like to pull off the suspension before I go, so that way I'll know exactly what tools I need to bring. I can get my bag packed. It's fresh in my mind. I'm going to find the car at the junkyard, get everything ripped off, and be on my way. So let's go over to the junkyard. Man, so junkyard number one. Dude, it really looks like I'm striking out. Usually they have a bunch of Civics over here. They're usually stacked high all over the cars, but it looks like they've cleaned out the inventory recently, so I don't know what's gonna be in this video, but I guess you do since you saw the title. Oh well, maybe I'll go to another junkyard, or I'll just go back to the shop because they wanted an outrageous amount for them anyways, $35 a piece. I'm not gonna spend $140 on some used suspension just for temporary use. Man, who knows? We'll see. All right, so now I'm at junkyard number two, and it looks like I'm striking out again. I was really hoping there was an Integra at the other junkyard stacked on top of another car, because I didn't bring a jack with me, and I know there usually is a couple out there at least, but like I said, it looked like they cleaned out the inventory, and this one, I'm not having any better luck out here. This kind of looks like a wasteland out here. Nasty junkyard. So these people wanted just as much money for some used suspension. What I think I'm probably gonna do is get back to the shop, get everything else ripped off, and then probably just buy something legit. Let me know in the comment section below what you think I should do as far as suspension. Man, that's that Bithlow mud for you, baby. So there goes half of my day at the junkyard wasted looking around for something that's not there. And bags, if you guys are interested in buying them, I'll sell you everything, the tank, the kit, every single thing that was on this car that has to do with suspension. I'll sell it. I got a couple people interested, but nobody's really been that serious, and if it's not being shipped out, I still have it. So message me if you're interested in those. Now that I'm back, the only thing for me to do is rip everything else out. I got to get the tank out, all this electrical, I got to get the switches out, and the lines that run up to the front. I think there's some on each side that I got to get pulled out, and then hopefully the interior will be looking a little less cluttered. Man, so it's a little dirty in there, but now I can work with that. I mean, it's just such a cluttered mess, and I feel like I can't work in what that mess is. And man, look at the system over here. Please ignore how much of a mess this room is, because this is my mess area. But this is it right here. Nasty, dude. All the core bags are right there. The switch panel, the tank, everything is right there. And I was kind of thinking, I don't know how comfortable I feel selling that system, because I don't even know if it works that good. I don't want to sell something to somebody that's not going to hold air, and it was a huge pain to try to pull all the fittings through the little holes that they made. For example, right here for the throttle, one of the lines went through right there. And that's where the throttle cable is supposed to come through. That hole is not as big as the fitting was, so that line had to get cut. And maybe you can refit it, or I don't know. If you want to buy this kit, and it's way too heavy for me to ship it, because by the time it ships, that's probably going to be $300 or $400 in packaging and shipping, and it's not even worth that much. So if you're local and you might be interested, please contact me, because I'll sell you the whole kit dirt cheap. Or if you want to buy just the bags, you can message me on that, and I'll just throw the rest of the stuff away, honestly, because it's so old and outdated and I don't have any use for it. And I don't like when stuff stacks up that I don't have any use for. Bunch of junk around here, man. And also the seats too. The seats and the harnesses, I still have them, so obviously I still have them. If you're interested in those, let me know. I still have these 4x100 Johnny Tran specials. If you're interested in those, 150 bucks, come pick them up. So what I have coming up is I got to figure out what I want to do for suspension. Leave in the comment section below which brand you think I should go with, or what you think I should do, because I don't want to spend as much money as they're going to charge me at the junkyard just for something temporary. I might as well spend a little bit more money and go with what's going to end up on the car in its final stage. Man, so it feels nice to take a day, work on the Integra. I got to get back to working on the 240, and I got a couple other projects that I need to finish up. But like I said, man, it feels really good to kind of get into the Integra. It just makes me look forward to the next couple of weeks to come, where I'm going to be getting into it a whole lot. I plan on doing a lot of custom stuff, so you're definitely going to have to subscribe to check that out. And also like this video, because all that stuff really helps me when you like, when you comment, you subscribe. So that's what you got to do for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.